Good morning, fam, and welcome to another episode of Spot Guides. We're here in my hometown Kaunas, and we are at the Kaunas Lake, Reservoir, or whatever else you want to call it. It is an artificial lake which was formed in 1960s after they built a huge-ass dam over there, and all the villages and the river valley behind me got flooded. But now we have a windsurfing spot, so ain't no complaints from me. So if you take a look here, you can see that it's a medium-sized lake. I'm gonna switch to an Google Maps view now, so you can see that it's actually quite long and curvy, which means that the wind here is quite gusty and inconsistent. So it's basically just when the cyclones are coming around that we get proper wind. Therefore, the spot is best for windfoiling or formula windsurfing, and you only get other conditions for slalom a few times a year. So talking about time of year when the spots around here are likely to work, it's like any other spot in Lithuania. It's pretty much spring and autumn time are the best, because that's when the cyclones are coming through and that's when you have the highest chance of winds. But also in summer, you can get quite a few days for wind foiling with light winds from 5 to 10 knots. As for wind directions, you can find a good spot in the Kaunas Reservoir for pretty much any wind direction. So here we are at the Yacht Club, or the peninsula spot, and the directions that work here best are from the north, which comes right from there, all the way up to northeast, even up to east, which comes right from that direction. Then if the wind switches to southeast, it comes right there from where the sun is shining from currently, and usually it's just not stable enough at this spot, and then we go to Samylai, and then once again when it shifts to south direction from over there, then it's pretty good here, as well as the wind has some area to run through and even out a little bit. And then again, all the west directions are not suitable here, since they're coming from inland and there is a forest here, so the wind is super gusty and there is no wind right here next to the beach. The wind can vary from 5 to 15 knots on a regular day. We do get some days with stronger winds up to 20-25 knots, but those are quite few and far in between. As for the water state, usually the water is super flat here, and you don't get a large chop here. And even the chop that is going on here is pretty mellow and round, so therefore it's really easy to sail really fast here on those days when it's actually still windy enough for slalom, big board or medium board. The chop is very manageable and you can go super fast here. The peninsula or the Yacht Club spot is definitely best in terms of facilities available around here and arrival. So you can literally drive up to the side of the lake here, come on a nice road, there's plenty of parking spaces right here, and a nice lawn, a nice piece of land to rig your sails on. So definitely the best spot in terms of arrival. There you have the main Yacht Club building with all the facilities, restaurant and so on. So a great spot. One issue is that the area is guarded, which means that you do need a pass to get in here. So if you want to come and windsurf here, make sure you contact some local windsurfers and we'll make sure to help you out, guide you around and give you the best time possible. And now welcome to another great spot of Kaunas Reservoir, and it's called Samylai. And as you can see, it's a beautiful place, and it's best with southeast and east winds. So if you have southeast or east winds, this is basically the only place where you can get decent not super gusty wind. And yeah, that's when we go. And as for facilities here, so as you can see, there is a nice parking place, plenty of grass to rig your sails, and you even have a few sheds, I don't know, places to camp, or if you come with the family, They can just chill out, suntan if it's not too cold, and yeah, spend their day here while you're out on the water there. So wonderful, wonderful spot. As for the entry into the water, like usually around Kaunas, it's you have a narrow exit to the water, which is kind of sand based, and the whole bottom of this lake is sandy, but you do have quite a few pebbles and rocks in most spots. So basically you do have to be careful when getting in the water, because yeah, you can cut your feet on some small rocks, or there are even some shells, and yeah, it's possible to sail barefoot, but if you're used to sailing with booties, then that's what I recommend using here as well. Okay, and final spot that I'm gonna cover in this video is Palemonas. It's by far the grimmest spot, as you can see by the road behind me. It's super muddy, and the access to it, it's quite difficult. You can come by car, but it's definitely gonna get muddy, and you don't have much space for rigging either. So basically this is one rigging place, this is second rigging place, this is a third rigging place. So it's possible to rig your sails, but yeah, it's not the nicest place to be at, and there are no facilities whatsoever. But let me show you why this is actually a good spot. So when you have westerly wind direction, the wind is coming right from there, southwest from there, westerly from there, which means that over here you have perfect side shore conditions and a lot of place to go around. So for when being on the water and coming in and out to change settings, this is actually one of the best places you can find. And westerly wind direction is very common in autumn and in spring, and so therefore we actually come quite a lot here. So yeah, definitely a usable spot, and if you're concentrated on windsurfing, then it's a great spot. If you're coming here just to chill, not a good place. So yeah, these are the 3 most used spots in Kaunas. There are at least 3 more spots, but we'll keep them to locals and as secrets. They're definitely not better, they're just a little bit different, and most of these spots you can use at the same time as other spots. But yeah, with the knowledge that you have now from this video and the knowledge of the 3 spots I covered, you can pretty much sail in any wind conditions around here in Kaunas. So, hope you enjoyed the video, hope it was useful, and see you next time when you come to Kaunas.